Okay then. Alright. One more thing, battle cam. Otherwise, for once in a while, I'm actually on time. Although we have to look at something else in a moment. Battle cam is deciding that it wants to work. Right. Okay then. I will give a warning. This is gonna be slightly loud. And the other one is I wanna actually show what is causing this noise. Because I've played it for the past how many hours is this at this point? I'll actually like break the warning now because this is exactly the same what I'm doing. I'm just like I just let it run happens and I was like, well let's just see how long it lasts, and it's still lasting. How many hours later now? Right about 1,122 minutes, which is 18 and a bit hours. We haven't quite made it to the 20 hour mark. So, very quick, very important warning. You sense that flashing lights? Shit's about to get real. This stuff is not for the faint-hearted. There will be no punches for it. This stuff means people go. Could do it with I asked for. Give me something else. Scene. Let's see what's up. Moving to my wings. Let's have it. Nice to actually display correctly. Always is a task. Working so we can actually do transition. Yeah. To say this is cursed is an understatement. The understatement of the century. This is beyond cursed at this point. Yes, this is the onboard of a car, but it's just sure what the hell we're looking at. Stuff is good. But this has been running in flat screen. You can see it's a bit spinning around. There's a bit of gyro torque there. And the engine didn't blow because it's been dropping off the face of the world, literally. What the temperature has changed? Why? It's not like the engine is running at all anymore. Was it the stable 17 degrees? And it's now up to 30 and it's dropping again? Maybe the calculations of that stuff have to go wild. This is the suspension graphs. Right. We've just dropped so far that it's like bugging the suspension graphs. Stuff is just wild at this point. But what happened is I fell through the map and didn't just let it continue. It started having visual clips like sea fighting, and it got more sea fighting, and then the vertices didn't quite know where to go, and they definitely don't know where the fuck they want to go at this point anymore, and it's just a mess. I wanted to wait till AC decides to crash finally, but seems like that after 18 hours the game still hasn't decided to actually pack up and leave and die. The game is just continuing. It's like it can't render anything in terms of for a human, but otherwise the engine is completely like happy with it. But unfortunately after this race, so we'll end this experiment here. I have some clips of how it looked a bit earlier, but yeah, this is about as messy as it's got with it. It's quite bad. I don't know how this will look actually on YouTube, how it will pixelate everything with compression. But it's gotten bad. What actually happens if I open the replay? Does it crash the game? No, it doesn't! And it has all 18 hours of replay available! Holy moly! Did it save the entire replay now? So this was the car in the beginning, by the way. This is how this thing looked at some point. Then we find the point when I drop off the face of the world, right? This is, yeah, me, big driving skills with keyboard here. Even bigger skills. Come on. There we go. Quick explore there. I decided to do a bit of exploring what this map features. So, this road, for example, here. Let's actually switch to a reasonable camera perspective. Could I actually get a swingman? Right. Here's swingman, and here's what happens. I start dropping, and okay, from third person, this looks in some ways even really go straight down. So this is no draw, drag. So yeah, this is a few hours in the car. It's surprisingly fine with what we've done here, right? Like it's fighting with its existence already at this point, yeah? Relatively early on. You can see here we're only about 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes into the drop, and it's like it's quite bad already. But once we're like 10 hours or so, you don't really see anything anymore. Like here you can still see that this was at some point a car balance, even if the textures decided to stop working. I'm really impressed how this like works still. The entire replay is just like, yeah, I'm working still. Yeah, the shadows being painted down because the shadows are textures, so you can still figure this out. Yeah, this is stuff. Stop this. Exits. We have a race to attend to. There's only 5 minutes left in practice, right? It has been a funny experiment, and I've now completely utterly balked the statistic for this car. Not actually driven in car only. It decided to not add the kilometers that I just dropped. Fair enough, I guess. Right. Okay, then let's briefly turn. Actually, we need to switch scenes. Oh, it did that automatically because I still have my stuff up. Sometimes this These things are quite good. Right. Control switch off. Worked. And grab the server info and then... Fortunately, I don't think you can resume from a replay, because that would be incredibly useful for something like this. Control C. Then... go over here and then do... Although it could be a bit of a disadvantage is that, again, I mean, in this case actually a game was running, so I guess it shouldn't have made an update, so that's reasonable, but still there's a bunch of games now that like asking, please update me, please update me. I was just like, ugh. You're annoying me. Pain. Right. It's... Okay, now. Have water. No, it's a bit stuffy right now. I'm definitely doing better at this point. Compared to last week. So. We need to actually... Now we probably don't need to swap the car on this one, because this is... Need to swap this car out, however. We need the... Where's my Reiter? There it is. The Reiter. SOP M. Oh wait, they are actually have set it to mixed. Oh, come on. Select it over here as well. Fine, you guys set yourself up as mixed instead of GT3 only, when that's GT3 only. Whatever. Can get around that problem. Right. People doing stilts in their 20s. Somebody is off flying around the circuit right now. It's not visible. Just yeah. At least only one guy. And the interesting thing is his inputs are all coming through still, but his position is just not there. Yeah, it's really weird with Valve. He's just like... Because he's lagging all over the place, but he's just... His inputs were there and everything. Alright then. So. X bar setup. Oh man. There's that one on there. Anything else we need? 27 degrees Celsius, maybe one click on the front brake duct, so we actually get a bit more cooling in there, although we should be otherwise fine. Right. It's a drive, I would say. How do I always do it that I put the wrong glove onto the wrong hand? I always do that. But fail basically.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Little poor car. kindly gone, thank you. But if I'm gonna try this with trying to crash a set of Corsa by throwing a car off the world, I should. Ooh!
Slow car ahead.
I did not expect so much lift off oversteer there. Holy shit. But yeah, if I'm gonna try that again, I need to turn off the double precision. The first extension that custom shader patch adds, because I'm pretty sure I have that on. It's a reasonable setting, otherwise Choco is a bit buggy. And then perhaps also pick a car that has less air resistance. Oh, he just gets Audi'd up there. I took too much chance there. That guy was so lucky. Alright, but we're anyway at the end of the session. And shit happens. There's multiple Jag drivers, however, that are actually towards the front of the field with. I mean, first time is a 220, but we're also on a. There are 4 Jag drivers now in the top 5. What is going on here? The secret Jag meta or something. I'm here with the Reiter to shit post, but people are like, yo, Jag, that's the thing to choose. Is the only one who's listed as pro? I don't know why. Whatever. You might have screwed up the entry list or something. Yeah, actually, there's another driver who's listed as pro. Can't check. Yeah, he is not in an Evo Maximilian, and Raven is definitely in also a V2. Oh, sorry. God damn it. My nose continues to be like this just slight degree of stuffed. So breathing and talking is like pretty difficult. Actually, there's another Reiter. Someone last minute decided to switch Reiter because I searched on the entry list prior to putting scheduling my stream that I was the only Reiter, but it turns out that I'm not. There's another Reiter driver. Another mad lad who's doing it. So we control V and search for Gallardo. Yeah, now there's 2. Where's the other one? There. I don't know when he entered, but like. Avicentama. How good is this Dutch driver? Let's briefly check out his age. Out of 35 starts, 11 wins. I have a feeling we might deal with an actual alien in this shitposting with this car as well, so I might not even be the fastest on the right. I'm Pain Pecker.
Green light. Go, go, go.
This guy might seems he may know what he was doing. He's doing here. Let's see. I've driven this car like I think. Oh, he's because I'm the Rookie Monster Discord as well. That's why he's asking to join the voice chat. Right, I see. Let's perhaps take the few out, because we definitely need to actually qualify. We can't just not try, because that's not gonna end well for me. We have to actually try. I didn't check my tire pressures from that run. Slight disadvantage. Would be fine. I'm gonna do a run minimum and then we may join the voice chat. Just to have a bit more entertainment. I didn't check how many tire sets they gave us available, but I don't think they will limit the tire sets for a fun event. And if they limit it, we should be fine. I don't know how low I can actually get this car. What was it, 23s or 26s? I don't remember how low you can actually get this thing. Or how low I can get. Man, this setup is actually pretty decent. Like, the front bites really nicely. And then enters a very controlled slide that just doesn't want to go completely away. Like, it just doesn't snap into full oversteer. Although I'm sliding, I think, a bit much right now. Let's see first if we can get everything into operating window. This also has the consequence that when I lift off, the rear end immediately wants to come around, which is really problematic for what comes up next, Blanchiment, because you have to lift. Although if I lift before the corner, he's letting me by, which I don't think is the wisest idea. On the other hand, he's having Audi trouble, so yeah, fair enough. I'm trying not to hold you up, okay? Bit of traction problems this car has. Tire pressure's on the front a bit high.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front.
Missed the apex on the inside. Oh!
Lapping validated.
Too much front end there. There's somebody going. Ah, that guy behind me, I think, held the MUQU up.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Actually, I don't think he did. Oh fuck. That guy is gonna just breathe a sigh of relief of me getting out of the way like that. Yeah, Reiter's also not high pressure. Yeah, it holds stable. I don't know what happened there when it went sideways. Car's just completely planted now for a blanchiment. Although I was, I think, slower there.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Well, that was a great run up the hill there. I'm genuinely impressed with how much grip I can find with this car.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Slow car ahead.
Oh fuck. Stopping wheel there. I'm doing a lot of sliding there. We're now already on the one lap of this fuel tank anyway. Car's thirsty. Ooh. Playing with track limits there. I actually didn't lose too much to the MUQU in front over the inside field section, which was interesting. Maybe there's also some normal people here for once.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
I mean, it might make sense to qualify in the back. Whatever, we're gonna make it somewhat more interesting. 21.6. Not too shabby. Considering I would say that my tires are not
Your lap time is
perfect by any stretch of the imagination, yeah. Yeah, open my pause menu, thank you. Yeah, 3 seconds off the pace. We're now off ball time right now. There's a few people quite a bit slower. Tavanari with the Jag doing significantly better than me. I mean, it was a really good lap, let's be honest. It was nailed down, I think, everything basically. Man, I have a lot of toe on the setup on the rear. No wonder this thing doesn't just snap oversteer you to death, because this thing has so much toe to stop you just from dying instantaneously. That is hilarious. This setup has some weird and interesting quirks. These are the interesting tricks. Doesn't seem like anybody is on the Discord, so let's just continue on with qualifying. Time for another run. The phone, what are you notifying me of? Somebody picked the Fate skin on his MUQU. I thought that was only for the new MUQs available. The Fate livery. Oof. Pay attention, Lucas, to not drive into the literal wall here.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Fortunately, I spent too much time in the menus, so I won't be able to do another lap after this one. I'm able to only do one flyer. That's what I'm saying.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Leaning a lot of speed at times. The sliding. Yeah, I'm only at 50, that's just not enough. Traction problems there.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Ah! Got cut. Pushed it. Shouldn't have pushed it. I can't fall over. Well, actually, I can practice pit entry.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
I'll just pay attention to people on fast laps. I mean, B50 not the worst. Might just about escape carnage, although we're probably right in the middle of it.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
It's pretty tight around this position here. Which is also scary.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
close to flat I'm actually able to take. This is surprising.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Right, done with this. Ferrari in the end with P4 right now. I mean, he might improve on this lap, but otherwise. Attila, Brett, and Joshua. Actually, not Joshua. Egan. All placing quite high up the order with their Jags. I did beat our buddy over there of Santa Tema by nearly a full second. Everyone up to P29 has qualified. A few drivers who have not put a lap in. There's Valentino, Brady, Tip. Or Tip could put a lap still in. Chasetta and Brick. Let's get that out of there. Alright. Okay, and we need a bit more fuel for the race. A bit more. I don't know if they have refueling bandwidth to see that. Also, strategy in general. Let's figure out how much fuel we actually need. It says 4 liters per lap right now. Actually, my fuel calculator is telling me 4.5. Which number can I trust even? At that point. For 60-minute race, how many laps do I expect? Just assume 19 as the pace. I mean, I'm not gonna hit that. Restore 60 minutes divided by memory recall. Okay, that's 26 laps. Let's go with 27 times 4. Is that 4.5? Thank you. 121.5 liters. That sounds sort of reasonable. However, that's. I think my car holds enough fuel to do that actually. Nope, doesn't. We're going only up to 120. If we can't refuel, we can't refuel. We have to see if they demand a mandatory tire swap. Because then we take a bit less fuel. Otherwise, we're gonna take a full fuel tank. I have to see. Actually, we can see already that they don't demand it, but we need to see what the rules are for the pit stop. Who's still out on track? He's flagged, so... Okay, now. Yep, there's a mandatory tire change and refueling, so... At that point, we will take some fuel definitely out of the car again. We don't need that much fuel then. We're gonna be fine. If this much. How did the temperatures, they did increase a bit? I have to take a bit out of the front tires and we'll leave the rear tires alone for now. We'll change tires. We also have unlimited tire sets it seems. And that's it. Right. How is it going on? There's a few floating cars. Yeah, who did actually in the end win qualifying with what time? An 18-1 by Lichten in the old AMG. The old Hurricane in P2, and then Morans in another AMG in P3. However, the spread between those is actually pretty large. It's nearly half a second down to Morad. And then comes Tavanari. I can actually pronounce him on who with a 2:19.5, 1.4 seconds nearly off pole. But in a Jag. It was quite impressive, to say the least. Right, so drive, crank, that's older boy, and we shall get rolling at this point. Crank, that's older boy.
Stay single file.
Right. Okay then. It's race time. Oh, that's my censoring key. So I'll just switch that over. Let's move the brake bias a bit backwards, increase the ABS setting. Oh, I'm falling a bit behind. Not paying quite attention to this. I think my brakes get a bit warm. Let's see what we can do. Main objective for the first is just bloody survive up there. That's gonna be difficult enough. There's a lot of hot shots in front of us. You get to make up a few positions here to start. Let's say there's a decent skill differential in this race. Considering I'm qualified in the midfield, there's a decent indication that there's some people who, well, aren't that great. It's a Reiter after all. Although granted, we're actually racing against a bunch of shitboxes, so it's not like this car is particularly out of place here. So these cars are just not competitive anymore at all. I think nobody has picked a Nissan either. The 2015 Nissan is absolute garbage. There's just no other way for it. That car is so hot garbage. You really do not want to touch that. Just currently swap my brake pads back. I did not change the rear wing. I'm running full wing, which is a bit of a gamble. A bit of a gamble there on my part. But ABS down. ABS to 3 and TC to 3 as well. We'll see if I need to swap that. It's just some basic precautions for now. Right, speed limited.
Green light. Go, go, go. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Ooh, somebody wanted to go in between there. And now, motherfuckers, speed!
Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, that wouldn't work. Trying to out-corner someone in this car is asking just... I don't know where the fuck that Audi, I think, or NSX come from. What the fuck? I mean, it helped me because the MUQU is not right behind me anymore. Gave me a moment to breathe. I think the straights here aren't that long, and a lot of these cars are really good in the straight line, so it's not like I'm really exploiting someone's weakness. Well, I'm pretty good for the hairpin in comparison to the Aston in front of me.
There's a slow car.
There's a bit of clusterfuck there. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get by the Lambo. Just a bit too far back.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
He's quite slow, so... Going sideways there. So when I'm not on the correct line out of pull-on, I'm in a world of pain because the thing just goes push. I have to lift a lot to get it to turn. Lambo has now gotten himself back up and is now on my heels. Really playing with the track limits here. And now I'm playing with my braking points. That's not ending well for me. This Audi has made some pretty interesting overtakes so far, so I hope he just eats me on the straight after camels on the camel straight instead of trying something fancy beforehand, because that's gonna end in tears. He can't actually close up through a roof on me. Holy shit, this guy's hard on the brakes. Brakes seem to be his one place to make up the ground. Except not here. Or did he just back out?
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Yeah, so much run out of there. Oh fuck, didn't get the turn in.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Car just decided to not work suddenly. Oh, hello car, would you kindly keep pointing the right way? I don't quite understand what it's doing there. Well, anyway, hoping for him to just get by me. It was too much pressure. Probably one of the guys who started way back.
Brother mate, this is me, Russell West.
Yeah, we better exit that on me.
There's a car leaving the pit lane, watch out. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
And Aston seems to be, however, also willing to do some insane dives. Oh fuck! on. Turn.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Come on. Oh, brakes!
Car on the right. Clear on the
And
right.
lost the position there like an idiot. So I missed my braking marker again. Yeah, I'm lapping consistently 23s, which is just not quite as fast as I was doing in qualifying. Yes, my car weighs a bit more, but like, come on. Not that good of a qualifying drive anyway. Oh fuck. Ah, it collected all three of us. Audi, the god Audi. That's great for me.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
It took too long to compute what the hell was happening up ahead of me. I'm so out of the rhythm, it's just embarrassing. I don't even know where to go with the tire pressures. I think I'm gonna keep them.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. There's a slow car ahead.
Right, have everything trimmed in as I need to.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I mean, we have to anyway do a mandatory pit stop, although the repairs are gonna cost us so much extra. The suspension damage is not even worth really, like, the extra time. The large part is the bodywork damage, which is interesting. But the suspension is what costs your speed, and you can't just fix the suspension independently. Right. Let's need to get off. How the audio is just not playing for the cars flashing by. Right, we have a moment. And yeah, this is gonna dash any hope we have into getting into the top 10. Who do we have around us? He's actually right now parked in front of me. He has had to tow, obviously. So I have a lap on him right now. I have another 15 seconds. So to wait for the repairs to finish. We're only down to 24th right now. It's not the worst. Another car dead up the hill. Not too surprising. This corner's just absolutely a nightmare. 45 minutes remaining in this race. This effectively cost me more or less precisely one lap. Thanks, car. Sometimes it just pushes over the front axle on the brakes. Particularly practical. Ooh, that was nice. Wait a second, he wasn't one of the guys who didn't actually put a qualifying time in. I see, that's why he's quick. I think it's Brian's. Well, actually, I think it is. Confusing, there's a lot of B and Y and L containing people and drive Audis. There's very little room to narrow it down. Oh, whatever, we're just gonna follow him for now. Despite holding him up, he still put a 22 in, which indicates that he was quicker than me.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
37 seconds on next car. And it's a tall order. Probably not something I'm gonna catch till the end at all. If I'm even able to catch up at all. He's not gonna drag it out to 40 seconds before this lap is over. It's totally possible. Need to try the esports line there. Oh, come on. The sideways angle I'm pulling off is like straight up insane stuff. Like, you should not be able to recover the car from these angles, but the car just, it doesn't want to spin. It wants to drift, but doesn't want to spin. Despite that, my car control has been really bad recently. Just growing out of habit. It's embarrassing because it was the last thing I had and it's just everything is disappearing. What did regular racing bring you? Well, basically nothing, but when I stopped doing it, and then occasionally I lost everything. That little pace that I had, gone. My car control, completely gone. My racecraft, well, that kind of exists still, I guess. So I'm scared how well this car does Rouge, honestly. The setup is downright godlike when I put that together. Completely not what I was expecting. For me to snap right into the car. He must be doing a slow lap because I'm keeping up with him this time around. Except I know for the 21.9 in. It was about as fast as I've gone even in qualifying. Oh wait, I didn't. Yeah, it should be fine that I put the rest of fuel in. I shouldn't have topped out the fuel tank. Ooh! It can go sideways. Luckily only invalidated, and luckily not killed me. Understeer. Coming in the steer. Oh, brakes! You just start squirming the front tire. Hello, how are you doing? I'm still recovering a bit from the barely existent cold. It's just... I'm pretty sure my voice sounds slightly strange due to that. But otherwise, I'm fine. Yeah, you missed me getting eliminated early on in the race due to an Audi spinning up with Rouge and a Aston getting collected by it, and me as well. So I had to do an early pit stop. Which means I have my mandatory done. The others still have to do it. Yeah, it cost me about 41 seconds of extra time in the pit stop just to fix the car back up. Spent a minute 17, I think, in the pit stop just fixing the car. No, I think it was minute 11. No, whatever. It was long. Minute 11. But we did the tire change, we did everything mandatory already, so it's just running to the end at this point. Cars around me are actually a lap up. That was roughly around where I was running before the accident. Just outside of the top 10. Which makes it a bit suck a lot. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, we got away with that one. Although through pit cycle right now they have gotten further up the top 10. Because we're definitely well outside still top 10. It's wobbling around P13 and stuff. And I proceed to continue to miss this corner! I just cannot get the braking right for it. And bleed a bunch of time in the process. Shut up. Well, I mean, clearly it wasn't the only one available, considering there are Audis and everything else around me. Or you probably haven't gotten close enough to see actually that this is an Audi in front of me. But yeah, there's an Audi in front of me, there's a Lambo behind me. They're only old cars, but I'm not the only Reiter driver actually. There's another guy who chose the Reiter. But when I put the schedule together, it was me who was the only one in the Reiter. And then apparently somebody decided they wanted to do it as well. I did qualify P15, so it wasn't even like that bad. With the 30 drivers. Though I don't know how many are actually left, considering despite my early pit stop and decently sized repairs, I ended up coming out 24th or something. Gives you an idea of probably that there had been a few people we lost early on. Nah, there was no limits. Were no limits. There's a bunch of Audis and MUQs, Lambos, Astons. There's also an entire group of Jags. It's only old cars, that's the main thing. You can only pick off the old cars. There's some 650Ss as well. Definitely saw those. I don't think there's a Ferrari, but I wasn't sure if they actually... I don't think the Ferrari is included because it's too new. Because even the old Ferrari is from 2018, and I think that doesn't fulfill the requirements. I think they want the car to be at least 2017 or older. sort of old Ferrari 488 is not old enough. Because the 488 non-Evo is 2018. The old Nissan would have been available, but nobody chose that one. Because that thing sucks ass. Genuine, an absolute garbage can. Yeah, I'm crazy, man. Actually, this the thing is, I'm very surprised. I've driven this car a few times around the circuit specifically, and I just loaded up the setup that I had saved, and it just worked. It's like I put something that's probably one of my best setups ever. It's a bit aggressive. The car will start sliding quite a bit, but it's a very controllable slide. The only issue is occasionally the brakes decide to lock and you just go straight. Which is the only issue I'm kind of dealing with. But yeah, the car can easily enter a large slide, which can occasionally get annoying, but also very handy to just get lap time out of the car. Front end is really good considering this thing is a Reiter that has absolutely no front end.
We are at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
No idea.
Faster cars approaching.
Yeah, I do like driving different cars from time to time. I'm thinking of what to drive next, really. I mean, if I drive GT4, I'd know what I'm gonna drive because I'm really good with the Maserati still, though. I feel like my lower volume of driving has deteriorated my driving skill, especially car control, and low car control on Maserati is just like, no. That doesn't feel right. I said it last week on the night to Friday was, yeah, I mean the results were decent, despite how I absolutely mucked that one up as well. This guy's actually for position right in front of me here, but I'm probably too far back to get him. Oh, 1 second still. Yeah, this is not gonna happen, Chief. At least not immediately like this. Have to do it the hard way. This guy started from the back of the field. I don't know where you're indicating, probably still from your pit entry, but you don't need to let me by. I am actually fighting you for position. Oh, actually he is letting me by.
Clear on the left.
Well, that's a mistake. Although we do have the race leader behind us. I mean, I guess that guy can figure it out. Yeah, I do enjoy driving some cars that are not popular. It's just the Reiter is such a treat to drive, honestly. It's such a raw experience. Powerful car. It's just slow. It's just slow over a lap, but like in terms of punch, thing has a lot of punch. I mean, also the leader can just come in and avoid me that way. But yeah, this setup is genuinely some. Well, somebody who's insane enough to drive the right engineering. That's who it is. Right. Yeah, I've been not that active recently.
Probably annoying that race leader quite a lot. It's just, you know, you had the option to just come in at the end of that lap. We're over the halfway point. You can just hit and get it over with and avoid traffic right there and there. So do you think that it's? Oh, thank you. Well then. It's a bit unfortunate how I've not produced that much recently. That's. I have to hope I can get some Sierra love, I see. Which flavor? Or which flavor name he went by last week. Because he's a regular in terms of changing his name. Also, the race leaders right now struggling to just keep up with me, which is insane. I find that funny. Just come into the pits, bro. I probably know what you're trying to do here. Yes, I remember you. You and your changing names. At some point I remember that fact. If I don't remember the specific name anymore. That makes it actually easier to remember you. Now he's decided that coming in is maybe a smart idea. There are a few people in the pits right now. But unfortunately Marsh is faster than me. I did pass Marsh, I think, at the start of the race. Due to my faster straight line speed. But due to my accidents, it seems he's cycled out in front of me. Get that feel somewhat. I have to see how absolutely sleep deprived I am after this race. I'm not doing relatively fine right now, but I felt at times today very tired. After having pulled an all-nighter to finish an assignment. One more assignment due this year. That's tomorrow. So I'm gonna deal with that later. But I've not been able so far to rack my brain around that section of linear algebra. Precisely like what the fuck they actually want me to do with it. Because you always have to translate math to human and then back to math again. And maybe take some weed as well while you're at it. You just get through that alive. I see. Oh well, we're actually up to P16 so far. Roughly where we started, one more position, and then we're there. I mean, I'm not too negative about it, it's just compared to the other subjects, I'm actually scoring points for this shit. If they ask for proof of something, then it's always like, I proved it, but I didn't like my proof. Because it's not precisely the same as this. The example solution. So they are just like, it might be correct, but we don't count it. I'm quite annoyed by that part.
There's a car exiting pit lane.
Wait. Let's focus on driving. Yeah, back to this setup in this car. I don't quite get it how the setup is so goddamn good. I must have just not driven it in a while, and I'm just like surprised the car has any GT3 cars like grip on the front end. Because yeah, this thing, like, Rouge is not much of an issue. Yes, you have to lift to get up the hill, but like, as you can see, the car really bites into the road. And okay, hello. That was actually position lost there.
Clear on the left.
Yikes. Start talking and then I lose a position immediately like an idiot. Oh, another lock up. Yeah, occasionally this car wants to go sideways. Yeah, I didn't think that was the line either. I wanted to praise the car and the car was like, no, fuck you. Heat some dirt. Like, thanks, I appreciate that. Lost 2 seconds and then lost another second for the rest of the sector, and I think this guy might have just passed me anyway later with how bloody fast he is right now. I just helped him massively in his cause because he didn't need to fight past me. What lap time is he gonna put in? A 19.6! Okay, there's no chance of catching that guy. That guy is a completely different level to me. Holy crap, that Jag driver is just cranked. Like, there's just no way. Hutchinson is serving a stop go. So we do get 1 position back again. But yeah, that guy's cranked. No chance for me against that. That's way too fast. I don't quite know why the Jag is actually really competitive for some reason here at Spa. Or at least with these people. But the Jags were quite enough. I think 4 Jags out on the field. And they were all in the, like, top 12 or something. P4 was a Jag driver. Look, granted, it was quite a bit off the pole position, but still, they were like all of them really fast. So there must be something to those cars being like genuinely very fast. Yeah, I think that's the fastest lap time I've seen so far this race. Oh, nice. It's probably not the fastest lap, but it's just it's up there for sure. Like, my fastest time in the race right now is a 21.9. Made in this stint early on. My qualifying time is a 21.6. Mostly about as fast as you can go with this car. It was a really good lap. At least it felt like it. That might also not be quite stretching the potential. This MUQU driver is a lapped car, but he's not slow at all. Although he has now to encounter me having actual straight line speed. Hopefully he doesn't irritate me right now. So I have to lift through the high speed corner there. Guess somebody is facing the wrong way there. Oh, that's actually for position. It's another 19.9. A 19.9 from the Jag in front. Holy shit, this guy's going. Sorry, I'm not paying quite 100% attention, which is probably annoying the MUQU behind. Oh yeah, he can take the Rouge in a way faster way than me. but he had to live then, but he's now gone finally.
Clear on the left.
Could you finally go now, please? I don't want to deal with you anymore. Please don't make a mistake to throw yourself back towards me. Well, apparently we're up to P14 now. My fastest is I think also like an 18.5 or something with 720S around the circuit in qualifying trim. I think I can get it sub 20 for race for a few laps. But that's it. The car's not gonna go that particularly long. And with race trim I mean our endurance trim. So actually enough fuel to feed a few families or something. I mean, I'm currently more like lapping 23s at this point. But it's also reasonable enough. His tires are not fresh, and we're still not bloody right. Track at least optimum? Yep. Because in qualifying I think we were stuck at fast. How long left? 15 minutes. Feels like a lot more time has passed than it actually has, but probably because my early pit stop is messing with my internal clock a bit. Well, basically there's about 18 seconds behind us right now. Coming up to lap me again. Well, actually maybe the first time. I don't even know at this point anymore. If I'm one lap down or if I'm not a lap down yet, because I'm now on the same pit cycle as him. Come on. Could I like not fly off the circuit on every corner? Oh, come on, please. Stay on the road, car. Focus, Lucas, focus. I think my sleep deprivation might be catching back up to me. This guy's actually closing in on me. That's not good. Don't get it all. And he's only lapping 23, so I should be able to do better than this. But just pull myself back together, he's not gonna close in. Oh, come on. It's not ideal. Not too bad. Good enough, I suppose. really important to make the apex here on the exit of Puron. Else you're just in a world of pain trying to get the car to turn. I was slightly off there, but it wasn't too bad. That was quite off. Sometimes the front end does not want to turn. A bit interesting when it doesn't do it. Much better lap than the previous one. Lock, but the car did still stop. Right. Increase the gap by about 0.7 seconds. P16 just put in a 220 flat. That's not great. That's not great. They are 7 seconds behind us. 10 minutes remaining. That's at minimum sus because I can't go sub 2 minutes 22. I do have to pass one other car before they get to me, but still, that's not great. I have no idea what the other Reiter is. I haven't seen him the entire race. Maybe he's quit already. Because I would expect him roughly around my position. He was about just under a second slower than me in qualifying. One of the cars in front of me just got a drive through. Well, it doesn't seem he's just serving it right now. Behind did counter a bit, but not quite fully. And yeah, Martian the MUQU is at a drive through. And he will gain one position. It's been unfortunate with the accident because I think we could have just about perhaps nicked the top 10 there. Shouldn't say it, but I haven't gotten a single cut warning this race. Gotten quite a few invalidated laps. Well, that's fine. That doesn't matter. Gasner's close down to under 5 seconds now. He didn't close up as much this lap. Last lap he did close up quite a bit. Oh, fuck. Not good. That cost time. Good lap up until that point. So yeah, he's now down to 4 seconds roughly. The guy behind me is back to 2 seconds behind me. Neat. And we're just under 5 minutes to go. Martha's continued on in front. I haven't gotten that freebie yet. Fuel side, I think I've just dropped into the last 5 laps remaining. Okay, I'll just stay flat there. Back marker MUQU. Seconds behind, but also there's a battle now brewing behind.
Car on the right.
Just slow down quite a bit due to him. It's quite some valuable time. Yeah, I think the Aston is already by him. Holy shit. He put up no fight whatsoever. That's absolutely embarrassing. Oh yeah, right, he didn't put a fight up against me either. When I came up to pass him at the beginning of the stint. Has somebody got... Oh, the MUQU driver got DQ'd because he didn't serve his driver. Right, okay. Well then. Aston is 2 seconds behind me due to this fucking idiot of a MUQU driver that completely forced me to check up because I was driving so massively off pace. It's insane. And the other MUQU driver didn't put up a fight against the Aston at all. It's quite annoying. It is about 2 seconds a lap faster. Well. We've got 2 seconds back, and we have 2 laps to go, I think. Actually, we're probably more. Because the race leaders have never caught up with us. Seems to be gaining on me in the last sector and first sector, which is very interesting, considering those are the sectors that I'm strong in as well.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
Yeah, but the leader is behind us. About 5 seconds, which means we have 2 laps to go. Fuel, totally fine. I have 3 laps of fuel remaining, but gap, not fine. 1.5 seconds. That was not a good wiggle up the hill. Seems to maybe have an advantage in high-speed corners. I think that's where he makes his difference. But in medium speed he struggles for some reason. Okay, so goddamn lucky here. Oh come on, the car, not now. Ah, that's not good. Massive wiggle there. At least he shows a recognizable color and makes it easier to track in the mirror. And to half a second now. We're gonna lift one more time. Next time around we're gonna take it flat. Fuck! I messed up the brakes.
On the right. Clear on the right.
Blocked the apex completely.
The leader has finished the race.
Yeah, 1 lap to go. And then I mess up the next braking zone. Fuck.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
He positioned himself tactically, I think, behind me. The slipstream. Let's just cut there. Well, a track warning, but not a cut track. Somehow, despite gaining time, clearly. For some reason, the brakes are now going on strike. He just seems to also just be running out of steam, which is... This could just about work out in my favor. Oh, no, didn't make the apex. Fuck. Not good. I worked out a pretty decent gap up until that point. He's right in my gearbox now.
Clear on the right.
No turning. Just stay flat.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, we didn't get counted actually as finished because they set another time. The fucking timer too short. But we did get counted as P13. So at least there was no change in the fucking order. But why do people set the timer too short for these? It's just not understandable. The Reiter finished P8. Oh, that sucks. Somebody's complaining about the Reiter lifting in flat out corners. Like, fuck off. Yeah, that was unfortunate then for me. In the end, the other right driver beat me. I mean, maybe actually I would have probably finished in the top 10. Nah, not quite, I think. I think, yeah, I would have finished in front of him if I didn't have my accident. Alright. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. I think my car wasn't actually that slow. Right. It's just unfortunate, that accident. Hello, could I kindly have my cursor? Where the fuck did you get eaten? Cursor, why are you not working? Hello? Okay, now it's working. Right, that's me coming in. Oh, come on.
Green light, go, go, go.
It's annoying. Play. But yeah, nobody also picked the old Porsche, I think. A bit unfortunate. But yeah, this is what happened. Just driving up the hill. Nothing, and then there's suddenly Audi. That's me just sent it to the barrier. I mean, you can't even... I didn't have the best reaction times there. And also stayed flat, so basically up the hill. And more or less aimed at the car, which wasn't the greatest idea either. Although I did expect him to get flicked more to the side there from the impact. Yeah, that was embarrassing a bit. But also, like, not much I could do because at this point I could only react. Before that, there wasn't really much of a chance. So I couldn't see. And there were no yellow flags by the time we headed up there. The yellow flags hadn't come out yet. But caught out prior to yellow. He's sliding, gets clipped. I don't think he even registered the impact from me. I think my impact didn't even register on him. Makes it even more unfortunate, you could say. Oh, I think I might have just stopped his spin botting there. Yeah, that stopped the momentum dead. So I stopped him from spinning. This Audi tries to avoid that direction, and then he gets collected by another two cars. Man, how many cars got involved there? Holy shit. It is blue flags being shown for some god unknown reason. This guy gets directed into a wall. I guess it's a bit less embarrassing when everyone else got collected with the car even standing further back. This is the only guy who actually got through the mess without collecting the Audi. Yeah. You're not actually through there. Okay, this guy decides to retire after this. Toes, but so that's not gonna. This Aston Rover actually continued on and finished. Where did number 91 actually finish? P20, at least on this sheet here. There seems to be 22 finishers overall, so that's pretty embarrassing how many DNFs there were. I did get classified as only 25 laps completed, but I should be classified as having finished an elite lap, just due to the scoring error. At least the order didn't change till the end. And it was just literally meters away from the finish line. Yeah, that was that excellent. A decently enjoyable race, I guess. Right. Okay, well, my statistic is 4 wins, 5 podiums, and 11 starts. That's not bad either. Right. Right. Mm. Right. Okay then. So, actually, probably swap this for this and then just finally call it a night. I will say then. Good night, bye bye.